Welcome to episode 146 of Soccer Over Gotham. Is Gotham good enough edition? We have a great show for all of you. Gary, what do we have in this episode?
We do have a great show. What a maddening performance in KC. Gotham gifts KC 2 goals, but was it all that bad? Is there any silver linings we could find in this game? Hashtag Once Gotham updates as two former guests of this podcast and two former Gotham FC players make their way into broadcast. We have youth and full national team call-ups. We will celebrate them. We know who our opponent will be in the CONCACAF W Champions Cup semifinals heading into next year. That's exciting. We found out last night. Then we look ahead to this weekend, last home game of the season, $11 tickets for Ali Krieger. Go do that. If you go to any game, go to this game, because if we win, we get a home playoff game. You get to go again, which is fun. And then hopefully this is the last week scoreboard watching, because Gotham just needs to make the darn playoffs. They can do that, right? Ruby, how are you?
Whew. So it's been a very hectic week for me. Very, very busy, very stressful.
Okay.
So, yeah. 3 years ago, I got a new car. I got an EV car, not a Tesla. I would never get a Tesla. Tesla suck. But anyway, the first 2 years with the winter, it wasn't a bad winter. The first 2 winters, they were not bad. So I didn't have any issues. But last winter was a little bit of like a little touch of reality for me because last winter it got really cold. So my battery life was not the best. It cut it down to like 75%. That's a lot. And besides that, it got so cold one time that I was stranded at work because not my phone, my car didn't turn on because it was too cold and the battery just didn't turn on. So I left my car at work like a couple of days last winter and had to get it like jumped pretty much. So that sucked. So now I'm like, winter's coming. And I'm like thinking about that again, that situation. I'm like, don't really want to go through that again. So I'm like car hunting. I'm going back to gas, but hybrid. Going to a hybrid car because I don't want to be thinking about, oh, I need to charge the car. What if my battery dies? It's the winter is coming and all of that. I love my car, but maybe maybe 2 years it'll be better. I cannot put a charger where I live because I live in the condo and the HOA sucks. If I had a charger at my house, it would have been a different story. Right now, I charge it at work and it's free. So it's been working for me for the past 3 years. But again, like last winter was a little bit of like touch of reality for me. So now I'm hunting for a car. So hopefully in the next few weeks, I'll find something. We'll see. But
Yeah,
yeah, we'll
that's
see.
that's a lot. Hopefully you find the right one. Is there any
Yeah.
particular brand you're looking at?
I'm looking at Toyota because they're reliable.
Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
2010 Toyota Yaris, and it's still going. It's still
Yeah.
killing. I had one of those like crazy like pet parent days. I went to work, and the mornings are like a complete blur to me. So I get up, I work out, I feed the cats, and I'm running out of the house like every day. Like there's like no time, and I always get to work like exactly on time. So I get to work, and my girlfriend texts me, and she goes like, "Have you seen Tuppence?" I was like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "I didn't see her this morning." I was like,
Yeah.
"I don't remember anything in the mornings." I was like, so now I'm panicking. Like, where
Yeah.
did I lock her in a closet? Did I leave her out all night? What happened here? So I'm like thinking
Yeah.
the worst things. I drive home, pull into my parking spot. I get out of my car. I start like walking towards the house, and like right in the window there is just her sleeping as quiet as could
Oh.
be. I was like, she's fine.
Oh my
I was
God.
thinking the
That's
worst things.
scary.
It is. I usually do a head count before I leave. Like you have to make
Yeah.
sure because
How
one
many do you
door.
have?
I have 4. So
Okay.
yeah, like one door you close it behind you and you have to get a check because yeah, it's
Yeah.
that. So that was that
But
kind of day.
I can see that because I have two dogs. They're
Yeah.
not, they're just two. Anyways, but I have like a medium size and a smaller size Cocker Spaniel. His name is Odie. And
Mm.
Odie, he loves to like find the weirdest places to sleep. Like sometimes he's like in the closet, but like in the closet. Sometimes like he's in the bathroom. Like, why would you go to the bathroom to sleep? Like, so yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, no doubt. So on to the show. I just want to give a quick shout out to league legend, U.S. Women's National Team legend, Christen Press for an incredible career. She announced her
Yeah,
retirement.
so
Two-time
sad.
Women's World Cup champion, U.S. Women's National Team, ninth all-time scorer. Her impact on and off the pitch in so many different ways. From Free Inc. is an advocacy platform championing equity and inclusion, and she's just dedicated to a reimagining of the sports. And obviously, her skill on the field was second to none. You always hated playing her because she can make magic out of nothing. Yeah, we just
Yeah.
wish her the best. She was one of the players that really inspired me to really follow women's soccer.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite soccer players. Plus,
Mhm.
she wears 23. That was my number when I used to play
Mm,
soccer. So, yeah, I was a little sad, but I kind of like saw it coming that she was gonna retire this year. She had an incredible career. We got to see her at Red Bull, not Red Bull, Sports Illustrated Stadium. Still not used to it.
yeah.
She was there last, I think it was the last home game or
Hmm.
a couple home games ago. And I'm just so happy that she got back on the field and got to play again after that injury.
Yeah.
And now she gets to enjoy her retirement and keep growing the sport in her own way.
You will. I also just ordered. I didn't even know this was a thing. Why did I not know this? But
Yeah.
Anne Katrenberger has a book. There is a book written about her, and then
Yeah.
she has a book that she wrote coming out now. But I believe it's only in German right now.
Okay.
So I ordered the book that was written about her overcoming cancer twice, breaking barriers, redefining women's football, by Wayne K. Colvin. I can't wait to get it. Should be coming in about a week, and then I'm going to read it. Can't wait.
Wait, so is it in German or in English?
Now, this one is in English. This one's called
Okay.
A Champion's Journey. So,
Okay.
yeah, can't wait to learn more
Yeah.
about her.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I've read some of the biographies that have come out. I've read Abby Wambach's,
Mhm.
Rapinoe's,
Right.
Lloyd's. I like to read them.
Hmm.
That
I
will
think I
be
both.
interesting.
I think you got both of them behind me. I don't know. Uh, so we know now, Ruby, who we're playing in the CONCACAF W Champions Cup
Ooh.
semifinals coming up. Last night, really interesting game. Orlando and Pachuca were going against each other and to see who's going to go through. Orlando
Mm-hmm.
scored first, Marta scored, the GOAT. And then Pachuca scored in the 56th minute and were able to hold on. So they go and Orlando stays home. They won on goal differential. So we will see Club America in the semifinals, and Washington will play Pachuca. And then we play the winner of that game once we beat
Ooh.
America.
Next year.
Yep, next year in May. But it's interesting, exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah, so looks like we're destined to play Washington one more time.
exactly.
Yeah, which makes me nervous because we'll get to it. Find us on Twitter, X, whatever you want, call it. I hate calling it X. Uh, Instagram, Threads, YouTube at Soccer Over Gotham. Find us on TeePublic. Got some new shirt designs coming. One's in the. This is a prototype, but it's coming. And then, yeah, find us on YouTube as well. Subscribe to us wherever you can and share it with anybody that you know who might listen. That's how we get to beat the algorithm and things like that. First news for the podcast is just a shout out to former guests on the podcast, two of our favorite guests, Nicole Baxter and McCall Zerboni. Both of them went through the off-season boot camp for broadcasting, and they're doing amazing jobs. And Nicole got to do her first full game of producing. She had like a rain delay in the game, and in my head, I'm like, if anybody knows how to handle a rain delay, it is a Gotham FC player. Uh, and then McCall was on the call for the game we watched. Thoughts, Ruby?
Wow. That is so awesome. And I love to see these players transition into other things and coming into broadcasting. Sometimes all you need is someone to believe in you, someone to give you that chance. And especially these two players that have experience in soccer, I think that's a good match.
Yeah, and like being like going from like my when my career ended, it was tough. Like I didn't know where I fit. Like it was like it was like my identity for a long time. Like I was Gary the soccer player, like every other day playing soccer, like for years, and then it just stops and you don't know what to do with yourself. And it's good that they are able to stay close to the game, do the things that they
Mhm.
love, and be part of it. 'Cause a lot of players do not get to do that, and it's an identity crisis of sorts. But I'm
Yeah.
glad they were able to do that.
Yeah. And we're seeing this more often nowadays because a few years back, we were not seeing this. A lot of players didn't know what to do, where to go. Now, a lot of players are podcasting, social media. We see the Mewis sisters out there, Becky Sauerbrunn. We see even, well, William or Biandolo has not retired yet, but she got her foot in already. So whenever she retires, she has the experience. So we've seen it lately and more often, and I like that.
Absolutely. On to further team news, we have count them, four Gotham FC players called into the 26-player U.S. Women's National Team camp for the upcoming international friendlies against Portugal and New Zealand. Lily Reel, Sonnet, Rose Lavelle, and Jaden Shaw. Jaden Shaw it's her first call-up since joining Gotham. She's been amazing since coming here. Great for her. And Shupansky got called into the U.S. U23 training camp roster as well. Their game is on the 28th, I think. Just your thoughts, Ruby.
Yeah, congrats to all the players that made it into the roster. Of course, Sonnet and Lavelle were going to be in that list. And Lily Real, this is another camp for her. I'm impressed with her. She's such a great player. So, hey, if she keeps doing what she's doing, she might be able to go to the World Cup. And then seeing Jaden Shaw in this list, it makes me so happy for her. And you can tell she was so happy. She's been doing great with Gotham, and it shows. And she's gonna go to this camp and show what she knows how to do.
Yeah, we got a break after this game for these games, and the games are going to be on the 23rd, the 26th, and the 29th for the U.S. full national team. So they will probably be back for the final game. Who knows how much they're going to play, but they all might miss that game against the Courage, which hopefully is meaningless because we're going to win
Yeah,
this weekend.
be better.
Yeah, speaking of games, this game here against KC is a game that really only matters to Gotham. They
Yeah.
are still pushing for that third and fourth playoff spot and clinching as well. But KC has already won the Shield. They're already cruising. They got nothing to lose. Gotham's lineup was very similar to what I described as Gotham's full best 11, given
Mhm.
what we have, minus Lily Real. She was on the
Mhm.
bench for this one. Freeman was at left back, and Shelby Hogan was in goal because Berger was out with a knee injury, kind of sudden, and we didn't expect that. But she looked to be walking around fine, so hopefully we will see her off the injury list for the next one. But what are your thoughts on this lineup?
Yeah. When I saw Berger was not playing, I was like, "Oh, what's going on? Come
Mm-hmm.
on, we need her. We really needed her for this game."
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, from what you mentioned last week, we didn't see Real. I would have loved to see her in this game. I think she has the speed and the power and the strength
Mm-hmm.
uh for KC, so it was a little weird I didn't see her starting.
Don't want to read too much into Lily Real on the bench. I think it's just Amorous has given Mandy a couple of game run
Yeah.
before the playoffs. I don't think there's anything more to read into it than that. But Ruby, this was not a fun game.
No.
First off, I mean, Gotham loses this game in the first 25 minutes. And I think they do this by squandering at least three. There was
Yeah.
three clear, great opportunities. They had space, they had time, they were in a great attacking shape. They were looked like they were destined to do some damage.
Mhm.
And then a ball would go over the line. Midge would play the ball too far, and it goes
Mm.
over the line. Just missed passes and missed opportunities. And then when Casey scores off the corner, like I don't usually like get animated too much like at the TV, but like I was pretty animated in the first 20 minutes, just going like, why did you do that? I was frustrating because once Casey scores, I was like, okay, I wrote game over in my notebook because it was going to be downhill from there. Uh, Gotham missed some opportunities. So your thoughts on
Yeah.
this the opening half hour before the goal?
Oh my God. Like really, I was so hopeful last week that they were gonna make some magic happen. They had been on a winning streak, and I thought they were just gonna keep going, and or unbeaten streak to be more clear. And I thought they were gonna keep going. I was really like hoping for a draw, and very like if I guess being really positive to get that win. We didn't get that win. I guess long story short, Gotham brought possession to this game, but KC brought the finish. And the current just made more NWSL history with this game. It's just a tough loss right before the playoffs. But yeah, those 25 minutes, I was hopeful for them until the first goal came.
Sherwinga's is inevitable, and not having her for the first 45 minutes of this game gave Gotham
Hmm.
a huge opportunity to take this
Yeah.
game on and put their stamp on it, but it just didn't happen. Other takeaways, I think, was that, I mean, Gotham's defense is dominant, and that's a constant for this team.
Hmm.
And they held KC for most of this game. I know KC was sitting back a lot, playing counterattacking, and they weren't pushing forward much, but they only
Yeah.
had about 60 something passes in Gotham's half. They were held to 0.69 expected goals and
Hmm.
7 total shots. That's their second lowest all season. 5 of those shots were on target, which is not a good thing, and there were 0 blocked shots. Gotham's defense held pretty well. This is
Hmm.
all, again, on the offensive side where we're not clicking.
They were really not. They had a lot of possession in this game, nearly 59% possession. But hey, they were not able to make those goals. That means they are effectively dominating the field and dictating where the game was played. But I don't know. There's something still missing there. I don't know if they were overthinking it on the field, and it's like they make some progress, like they take a step forward and then take two back. What's going on, Gotham? Just
Yeah.
that should have been a game to like clinch the playoffs.
Should have been. But with possession without penetration means nothing. Gotham can hold the ball as much as they want, but they're not making the runs in the box. They're not getting the ball in the box. I mean, you can't just rely on Howell
Yeah.
taking shots from outside the box all game. So they registered 0 big chances in this game, only 0.63 expected goals. Again, I think they squandered at least 3 opportunities in the first 15 minutes, and it just was not
Yeah.
good. And part of this, Ruby, is because Gotham has been exploitable on the left side. So last week against Seattle, Harvey had said that she wanted to keep Gotham off the right side of the pitch. They wanted to overload the right side of the pitch, force Gotham to go to their left because Gotham's
Mhm.
exploitable on the left side. And then in this game, we had on Andonovski saying that he didn't really respect, pretty much like paraphrasing here, but like didn't really respect Gotham's on the wings, especially again on the left side where they could exploit Gotham. And when you keep the ball away from Lavelle and Purse, that is a pretty good way of stopping Gotham and forcing them to play in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think the problem here is I think the most brutal thing was the lack of clinical finish and
Mm-hmm.
urgency from the team. Gotham only put 2 shots on target all game, and they were completely shut out in the first half. Then they played like they were trying just to draw and not win this game. They had the ball in great areas. Katie Stengel's shot hit the woodwork in stoppage time. I felt like that was too little, too late.
Yeah, I started to do the math, but I was like, like how many players have we played as a left winger in this 4-3-3 this season? It's been about probably 8 or 9, I would think. And none of these players are left wingers. Like Shaw is
Yeah,
not a left winger. Gabby's not. Jace is not.
yeah,
The only one who could probably fit that role probably would be Stevens, who we haven't seen.
yeah.
Uh, maybe she's coming back soon. I know she's practicing,
Hmm.
but I'm not sure if that is totally going to save us. But yeah, I think that is the biggest hole on this roster.
Hmm.
Yeah. And because of this, our striker Astaire has gone cold at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So now you start thinking about, okay, those games that they were taking her out or not playing her, pulling her early. Now you're like, okay, maybe that may have messed up either her rhythm or the team's rhythm with her. Who knows? But this is 4 consecutive games scoreless. In this match, 0 shots, 0 goals, and 0 assists. Only 4 touches in the 18 box, and 28 touches total. Not good enough from our striker. We got to figure out ways to get her back
Mm,
involved again.
true.
Yeah. But like I think the positive in this game is I think Shelby Hogan stepped up. I think
Yeah.
adequately.
Yeah.
I think she played well with her feet. I thought she made that save before the goal was awesome. Excellent save. And then she turned a 1.16 expected goals on target against to 0.84. So she did really, really well. Good on her. And I've said this before, but like I have no issues with her as a keeper if it came to that. Obviously, you don't want to lose Berger, the best keeper in the world.
I mean, if you remember the 2023 season,
Mm,
we lost our starter keeper, Abby Smith, and then we
yeah.
had to go with McGlennon, and they still won.
Any player notes, Ruby, before we move on?
I just want to shout out Emily Sonnet,
Mm,
absolute rock. She was doing a great job in this game.
yeah, she was excellent. Also, I think Mandy Freeman held her own against Cooper. She won 5 of 6 of her ground duels and 1 of 1 in the air, and she held Michelle to 64% passing, which is not an easy thing to do because Michelle is a physical presence, and they focus on her a lot. Let's get to a post game quote, and then we'll get to our final takeaways. Our post game quote was Amros saying, "Hopefully, we play them again at some point in the playoffs. It is one of those games that stays with you because you lose it and you want another chance very soon." And the question for you, Ruby, is Gotham good enough to get past the best KC and the Spirit in the playoffs? I'm
Oof.
not quite sure, but what are your thoughts?
I don't know, Juan Carlos. You have to be careful what you wish for sometimes because
Yeah.
KC is a really good team right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, be careful what you're asking for. But going back to takeaways of this game, I think it's simple. One of the takeaways for me is like you can't win without the best players. I know the team lost 2-0, and it was like the first time they look vulnerable in my eyes in a while. And why? I feel that's because they didn't have star keeper, which is Berger, and she was out on injury. And it showed even though the rest of the team played well and controlled the ball with 59% possession of the ball, when the key defensive leader like Berger is missing, the whole team kind of loses their edge. So the current took advantage of that in those moments, and our defense usually locks down, but didn't do it this time. We need a solid defense too. I guess that's one thing to work on if we're gonna see the current again.
Yeah, face guard again. Obviously, having Berger being able to come off our line when again they try to play balls over the top on counterattacking definitely
Mhm.
helps. So I agree with you there. When it comes to, I think there's, I think there's a top three, and I think it's KC. I think there's a small gap between them and Washington. I think there's a little
Mhm.
bit larger gap between Washington and Gotham
Yeah.
as the third best team in this league. And I think everyone else is kind of a middle of the pack team
Yeah.
from Orlando down. Even though Orlando's ahead of us right now, I don't see them as a top three team given their form. So I am nervous against both of those teams. I know Washington will play us close. I know that would be a close game. That's a 1-0 nail biter all the way through. KC is a team that, like, if you don't score first, it's going to get out of hand, and they can punish you when you try to open up as well, just like
Mhm.
Gotham can do. So once again, that first goal of the game changes everything. If Gotham scores first, they got to force KC to come out. That first goal is super important when it comes to Gotham because they don't score many goals. Anything else, Ruby? Before we get to stats?
My stat was again Emily Sonnet. She had she won 6 out of 7 tackles. Good on her.
Yeah, Emily had a fantastic game. Mandy Freeman, go back to her. She made her 90th regular season career start, so good for her. She's now one start shy of tying Erica Skrosky for the second most starts in club history with 91. I forget who is the top one. I'm just blanking on it. But she's the most she has the most appearances for a Gotham player. But now she's going for the start record, which is pretty amazing. Mandy is Gotham through and through.
Ooh, I don't know who's the first, but
I forget.
might be O'Hara. I mean, she was with Gotham before, or
True.
Sky
Could
Blue.
be. Could be. Other stat is I did the math. Gotham has not won a game where they have given up multiple goals this season. They've given up multiple goals in only 5 games this season, which is a good thing. So 5 games out of 24, they've given up multiple goals, which is awesome. Defense is
Yeah.
still elite, still solid. But yeah, so there's that. It's defense. And the hero of the match, we're just going to go. There was no hero of the match poll, so we're going to go with AKB Socks, right, Ruby?
Well, I was trying to see. Oh, it's her book, right? Or what? What's that?
I don't actually know.
It, yeah. Well,
It looks like her and Carter.
I think so. Yeah. Hey, game day
Yeah,
Sox win.
yes, indeed. So let's jump to the standings. Casey again running away with it. Washington number 2. Orlando jumps ahead of us by 1 point by winning. Something
Yeah.
we need to do again. And then Seattle number 5 tied with us with points, but we had the goal differential by +9. San Diego at 34. Portland at 34. Racing holding on to the 8th spot at 33.
Yeah.
Our opponent this weekend. The Courage at 29. Remember I said my magic number is 33. So all teams above the line have
Yeah.
33 points.
I
So let's
really
do.
want to see Louisville in the playoffs for the first time.
I'll take that next week after we beat them. Then they can make the playoffs.
True. Yes.
Yeah. So scoreboard watching. We got first match is Seattle Reign and Utah Royals. Let's go Utah. Second game, Bay FC in North Carolina. I guess. Do we want North Carolina coming into the last week hot or cold?
Doesn't matter actually. But I will go with Bay FC.
Yeah, let's go with Bay. Then Washington Spirit at Orlando. Draw, I guess.
Yeah, draw or
We're
Washington.
we're not catching Washington. We're trying to catch we're trying to stay in the top 3. So yeah, let's go Washington. Houston Dash and KC Currents.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Let's go Yasmin Ryan.
Yeah.
Let's go Houston. Let's let Houston take them down a peg. San Diego Waves versus Chicago Stars. Let's go Chicago.
Chicago.
Gotham versus Racing. Gotham's winning this one. And then Angel City versus the Portland Thorns. Angel City?
Yeah. I think is this Christen Press last game?
I think so.
Last home game, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's right. Our next opponent, we have a date with some former Gotham, #once Gotham coaches and players. We have assistant coach under Scott Parkinson, Bev Yanez, coming into town. She's got her team playing for her. What a story I think they have been this season. I don't rate their roster very, very high, but they are fighting and they're just well coached. And they're just, they're playing. I think they're playing levels up from where they should be. But they're here and they're fighting for that last playoff spot. So this game means everything to them. And also, we will have 2-time guests on the show, Ellie Jean, which is pretty cool. She's coming to town. She secured herself a center back spot in that lineup, which is awesome for her. So what are your thoughts, Ruby?
Ooh. Again, a lot of Gotham players and former staff in this team, but hey, we're rooting for Gotham in this one. And like you said, Louisville right now fighting for that last spot in the playoffs. I really wanted for them, but Gotham has to win this game to secure that playoff spot.
Now it's interesting because Usually, teams, when they come into Sports Illustrated Stadium, they sit back and they try to absorb and then they try to sneak one, right? Racing, I don't think has that luxury. They don't have the chance to sit back and let Gotham possibly get one on them. I think they need to come out and they need to go at Gotham. If they go at Gotham, Gotham can counterpress them, can turn the ball over, can hopefully get Estair back up and running.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this looks good for Gotham if
Yeah.
Racing comes out to play. Well, we will see.
This will be a good chance too for Astaire to get 2 goals and still be in that, you know, golden boot,
Yeah.
race, and hopefully she wins it.
Yeah, I think Gotham's biggest advantage here is going to be in the middle of the park. I think Jalen, Jaden, Rose, Hasbo, I think are leagues better than what Racing's got over there. I mean, they have who they have as a defensive midfielder now.
I don't know, but
Ari Borges. They have
yeah.
like
Oh
she's a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
forward. Like she's playing. Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah,
Sears is making a statement over there. Keeps
certainly
them
is. Yeah,
alive.
she's a very Gotham-esque player.
Yeah.
But But yeah, I think hopefully we get to see Jalen get her revenge on her old team and blast a 25-yard ball underneath the crossbar. We'll see what happens. Any manifestation for this game?
Ooh, let's clinch that spot. We need to win. We need to clinch that spot in the playoffs so they can like go into the game after this one more calm and know that they're going to the playoffs already.
No doubt, win and in. Let's.
Yeah.
That's all I want right now. I just want to win. I don't care how we do it. All right, Ruby. Any random thoughts before we head out?
No. I no random thoughts. I did play pickleball Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah,
I'm still
getting
looking
my
for.
workout in, because I have an office job and I'm sitting a lot most of the day. So I've been doing like after lunch walks now and playing pickleball once a week. I feel like that's helping a little.
Mm-hmm.
And but now it's getting a little colder, but I'm still going outside to walk.
Yeah. No, I have an office job too. I'm getting like 2,000 steps a day at work. It's like the worst. It's
I
terrible.
know. I know my phone is like, whoa, like last week, because I started last week. My phone was like, you are walking more than usual. Like, oh, thanks. Letting me know I'm
Yeah.
just lazy.
I had the Fitbit and the thing like just vibrates like every hour, like get up and do something.
Dude,
And
I
it's
think
like,
that's why
yeah.
I don't have a smartwatch because I know it's gonna be like beeping all day, like get up, get up.
Yeah, indeed.
And then I have a coworker that has a watch, and he told me a story so funny. He's like his watch had been saying like, "Oh, you need to get up, you need to get up." And the time that he actually got up was because he was going to the kitchen to grab a donut, and then the watch congratulated him for
Good job.
for getting that. That will be no, that's not gonna be my case. Trying to be more active.
Yeah, no doubt. I rescued 3 cats today.
Whoa,
3 of them.
really?
Yeah, I work with a TNR trap neuter release group
Uh-huh.
over here in Allentown, and there was 3 young-ish cats, so probably a year old or maybe a year and a half
Mhm.
old, outside my house, and there's a special clinic that's going on now because like kitten season's kind of over, so now they have some room to do like the neuter and then for adoption. So I
Yeah,
befriended them over the past like 2 months, and I was
yeah.
able to catch them all and get them shipped out for. I think this weekend they all get neutered and fixed. For
Oh,
that,
that's so awesome.
it is my opinion. I
Yeah.
don't care if you hate me or whatever, but if your cat is outside and it is not neutered, it is no longer your cat. That's what I'm telling you. If I
The
see
cat
your
of the
cat
streets.
outside, I am taking them and getting them
Oh,
adopted to someone who will take care of them.
everyone in PA, watch out for Gary. We'll
Yes,
take your cat, hide your cats.
I'm the cat whisperer. They come up to me like, "Hey, rescue me." So I also had an orange cat which I rescued about 3 weeks ago. Got his adoption papers today. He's going home to a
Ooh.
nice young man, his first cat. So I'm happy.
Aw, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I usually do dog transports like
mhm.
from here to like their new foster home or whatever. Haven't done one lately. Maybe we'll sometime I'll do another one. I did one maybe like a month and a half ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed. If there's something
Mhm.
nice to be done, I will probably be doing it.
Yeah.
So that is it for our show. We will be back. I know we'll be back next week, but we have a break, so we might just take it easy. It's been a long season. All right, we will see you all soon.
Let's go.